If my son wants to play with dolls and wear dresses, you know that I'll let him. As long as he understands in real life we don't control the bodies of women. I'll teach my kids to understand folks are disadvantaged by their pigment in ways we can't comprehend. They have experiences we haven't lived in. I think that people should be equal, but they don't get to live that way. Just ask a person with autism, or an addict, or someone who's gay. It took me 40 years to come to terms with my entitlement as a cisgender straight white male. The system just provided it. So much advantage at my back, if I failed, I'd still be blinded by a life full of invisible safety nets I was unaware I'd been provided. For the first time in our history, I'm alive with a chance to see just what it takes to save democracy. A Kamala Harris presidency. You can disagree with politics, but not with humanity. So let me be clear, Trump rules with fear, and his supporters are hurt by all of his policy. Gender-affirming care is life-saving, let's face it. You can't just be colorblind, you must be anti-racist. When I look back on my actions as a man, it's a shaming. No wonder society spends its time finding new ways of victim blaming. So men, let's talk consent, and I'll be specific. It can never be implied and always must be explicit. You don't own anyone's body. If you disagree, then you're complicit in a patriarchal system set up by cowards who think women exist to do the dishes. I was raised as a Christian, but been struggling lately. Religion demonizes those that I love when some use it as an excuse for their hatred. Black lives matter. Trans women are women. If a book's getting banned, then it's probably worth getting. Our politicians are too old. They all need term limits to get elected. These days, it costs you hundreds of millions. Right-handed Supreme Court gets its final decision, putting women's lives at risk for fake moral conviction. Our government should stop funding wars against civilians, the Congolese, Sudanese, and of course Palestinian. These words that I penned are the person that's within. Thank you with my whole heart that you stayed here to listen.